Hello and welcome back to the channel. I literally had to jump in the car because the house is quite loud right now, but that's not going to stop us from catching up with Big Brother Mzansi season 3. Okay, so the gist I have for you right now is the gist of this morning, Sunday morning after the party. Sometimes I ask myself, like, what was I watching? Because the things that I'm hearing right now, it's as if I was not even there watching the show. Like, when did these things happen? Anyways, let's get right into it. So this morning, guys, I kept on clutching my pearls. Like, it was like, what's going on? Okay, so the first, thing that I want to talk about is the conversation between Yoli and Norman. And guys, I want this to be exposed because I want to know what is what. Like, did it really happen? There's no way that Yoli is crazy enough to make things up, right? There's no way. So this morning, obviously, Gashwan has been giving Yoli attention. Ubiyu has been giving Yoli attention. We know that Gashwan's attention has malicious intentions, right? He mentioned that in his diary session. In his diary session, he mentioned that for him, one of his strategies is he's just gonna watch all the relationships collapse and he's gonna pick up the pieces. And he's been acting accordingly. And it's not just like romantic relationships, even with friendships, he's just trying to make everything scatter, and we have seen it, we are seeing it, and now the boys are also starting to notice. So what he'll do is he'll speak to Tato, he'll speak to Yoli, he'll speak to this one, just confessing to everyone that I love you, I like you, yabo. So you can't really take him seriously. But for me, it seems as though Yoli the girl, Yoli the babe, is not getting the fact that Gashwan is playing a game, because she's also maybe entertained. I don't know what's going on, but it's like, girl, this guy is playing a game. And then there's BU, right? So BU and Yoli have flirted or whatever once, or still are. But then I know that even from one of the first diary sessions, BU, when Big Brother was asking all of them who their crushes are, only mentioned Venus, right? When he was with the guys, he mentioned Venus and Banban and Banban and Banban. But when he was in the diary room, he was like, yeah, no, my crush is Venus, But I think then he was trying to keep his options open so that he doesn't lock himself out of a game strategy or whatever that he was trying to do. So he'd be entertaining Yoli, Acacia, and Venus, and that's why there's now tension between Acacia and Venus. That's not the point. I don't want to stray away from this. So now there's another gent. Now Yoli is telling Norman that Vyno pulled me to the side last night. I'm like, yeah? When?
The boy Vyno pulls me aside and he's like, I have to tell you something. I'm like, what? He goes, when I first came here, you and I had chats, right? And I like you, but I found myself in something else because I knew her from outside. And it was just easier because we were upstairs.
And then, so Yoli is saying that Vyno pulled her to the side. Norman is asking her when. She says no, when Big Brother turned off the lights. Sorry, guys, this is... Okay. When Big Brother turned off the lights last night, Vyno went to Yoli and pulled her to the side. And then he was like, from the get-go, you are the one that I've been feeling. From the get-go, from the jump, I've been feeling you from the jump. But then because Terry and I know each other from the outside world, I got sort of pulled into that situation and I couldn't escape it or whatever. And that's how we ended up being upstairs. But then my heart is not with her. My heart is with you. Guys, that does not make any sense to me. It does not make any fucking sense to me. Sorry for cussing, but it doesn't make sense.
He was like, okay, the whole time he was like, come here. I'm like, come here. And I was like, are the boys playing some tricks?
What the fuck?
Since when?
I'm just like, the fuck?
Which other thing?
Gashwan.
I kissed Gashwan.
No, you didn't.
I did.
You know very well that you didn't. You touched.
Oh yeah, and she also mentioned that she kissed Gashwan. I don't know when. I did not see it. That is what she is saying. Okay? Okay, let's move on. And then another thing that was happening this morning, Mpho and Libo were being cute. They were just talking and like being cute and playing around. And then another thing that was also revealed this morning, Acacia was talking to Themba, and there was like some flirtatious words thrown around between her and BU. I don't know what, I forgot what BU said to her, and then I think she replied something like, oh, I also wanted to kiss you, you know, like, but he initiated the first thing, and then BU responded by saying, oh damn, I messed up, didn't I? And then I took that as in, oh, maybe like he says he messed up by choosing Venus. I don't know what these boys are doing. Like, I wish I knew. Like, the game is getting so intense. I feel like they are doing Operation Let's Confuse the Girls right now. And then even Themba responded, because Themba was like, what the hell is happening in this house? And I'm like, Themba, I want to know the same thing. Gee, like, what the hell is happening?
And he's like, he screwed himself over. Obviously, because now I get it, he's with baby girl, so he can't.
Hey, people of this house.
And then another thing that happened in the garden area, the boys were having like a meeting, but not everyone was there. Norman and Gashwan were not there. So the main thing of the meeting was about Gashwan. The boys, mainly Libo and Vyno, were filling Thulz and BU in on the Gashwan situation.
In fact, this guy's actually using every conversation we have against me.
And you know how he approaches, like,
right? Because indeed they were not aware. So the only people who knew about what Gashwan is doing, like the taking information from the men's conference and then going around and telling it to everyone. But the thing is, I feel like Norman is also doing the same thing. But the only person that they're like really sure of right now is Gashwan, right? And then they were just letting Thulz know about telling Thulz about the things that Gashwan has been doing, you know, that he's the reason why Libo and Mpho fought the other day, because Gashwan was saying that Libo, when he's in the men's conference, Libo is talking about the fact that he's not into Mpho and that he just wants to F her, and you know, like, oh, he just wants to teach everyone a lesson and show, which is not true. I haven't heard Libo saying that. And then like he's just taking things from the men's conference and then like spreading it around the house to all the other girls in a very like light way, right? And then apparently, yeah, man, they were just like talking about instances like Vyno also mentioned that when Terry was in the shower, Gashwan went to her and was like, oh yeah, I'm so glad like Vyno didn't take advantage of you, he's a good guy. Meanwhile, last night he was busy telling Vyno, oh yeah, talking about condoms and you don't want people to say like you're taking advantage or whatever. So Vyno was just saying that like he knew the reason that's the reason why he did not sleep with Terry in bed last night, because Terry was drunk, and then he said that's the reason why he wakes up in the middle of the night to go sleep in his bed.
he's a good guy. You know, if it was someone else that would have taken advantage.
You see?
I was
That's
like,
making
why,
you feel like this is one.
Listen,
why would you even
the
say
reason
that?
why I feel some type of way is because I kept it to myself. Man.
You know, it's
And
like,
Because he doesn't want people to be saying that he's taking advantage, and that he hates that that's the narrative that Gashwan was trying to create about him, you know, that he's busy taking advantage of girls. And then Libo also responded by saying that Mpho went to his bed last night, and that's the reason why he also said to Mpho, like, no, Mpho, let's just sleep in separate beds, because he didn't want to be seen as that gent that was taking an advantage of the girls. And then they also revealed that Gashwan was saying that BU is jealous of Gashwan and Vyno's friendship. and that BU has changed and that BU is not the same person that he used to be. So, like, to summarize everything, they were talking about how Geshwan is a shady mother effer, and that Geshwan is just shady and that they should watch out for Geshwan. Libo keeps on calling him Snake Park, which is actually so funny. And then another thing that was also revealed is that BU sneaked into Venus's bed last night, guys. So BU sneaked into Venus's bed last night, and then that's what they were talking about, because BU then got up and left, and then Thulz brought it up. But guys, BU creeped into Venus's bed last night, and they're not sure if Venus would have liked that. So after he creeped into bed with Venus last night, Biggie called BU into the diary room, and then when he left the diary room, he didn't go back to Venus's bed and went back to his bed instead. So they were thinking that maybe Big Brother was like, no, go back to your bed, which makes sense, because like Venus was passed out. She was drinking and then she had passed out in her bed and she had no idea. Because I think Thulz even woke up this morning and asked Venus, like, Venus, did you call BU into your bed? Venus was like, no. So they decided that they want to call a meeting for BU to let him know that, guy, like, consent is a very important thing. But then the cameraman did not show, the cameraman Bulalani did not show that part of that meeting. So we will see and we will hear from the housemates how that went. Otherwise, this morning was just like, I don't know, so many things were revealed. I was wondering, what was I watching Gandimna last night? Where was I? What was happening? But yeah, that's just how things are, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We've come to the end of it. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and just watch out for my next video where I will be talking about today's eviction. I wonder who will be going home. And thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.